think we're live. Hello, is this thing on? It has been a while. Oh, good. At least everybot's still working. Let's see here. And let me make sure everything looks good. Are you okay, chat? It's kind of quiet without music, but in this stream, I wanted to go to the Wastelands and stream from there. Issei! Hello! It's been a while! How's it going? I'm playing Pokopia today. I was gifted Pokopia by my family because of being sick. Doesn't it look just like me? I'm doing okay. I haven't streamed in a really long time, so I kind of forgot how, but I'm sure it'll go great. Thank you, Frosty, thank you. It does, it does. I could switch to buns, because I was thinking my ponytail's gonna get in the way, so I was like, maybe we give the Ditto buns like this. Because we can. Twins! Normally when I'm playing, I use this hairstyle, which is like misty. But we could do buns since we're together. Like that. It's been a really long time. I want to get back into streaming, but I don't know. My house situation is not the greatest at the moment. It's not ideal for me to stream in. It's not up to my streaming conditions. So I think that's why I haven't been streaming that much. Yes. Yes, my family's being insane, as per usual. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my dad, like, moved back in with us, and it's like, there's no time to stream, ever. There's not a quiet moment in this house anymore. Hey, Lyra. Who started it? My whole family. Also, Pincer would like to speak to us. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's tough living with the elderly, let me tell ya. Especially in this economy. Yeah, my family's always been troublemakers. Bowls of, as much as I would love paint, I would love it even more if you took down this building. Oh yeah. Pokopia is a very cute game. But I love it because it's like restoration gameplay, so like my whole objective in playing this game is to restore the areas. A lot of people are doing it to like free build in a Minecraft kind of way, but I'm here for the vibes, you know? I'm here to make this place look clean, look nice. I could give you guys a tour of what I have going on right now. I guess we should start at my house. We'll start at my house. But yeah, so I got both of my surgeries, and then I was out of commission for a really long time. It was tough getting a surgery and then getting an organ removed and having 2 procedures, like, in between those. And, so that took a lot out of me. I was pretty sick for a while. But, once I started recovering, it was like there wasn't a single moment in which I could stream comfortably. Like, I kind of didn't have the energy, didn't have the time or space. I'm like a cat. I need time and space to do creative things. So I did take a break from streaming longer than I would have originally wanted to. But since getting my Nintendo Switch, again, it was a gift from Nintendo Switch 2 was a gift from my family for like not dying. They were like, "Oh, congrats on getting over all your issues. Stop bothering us, you know. Here's a Switch 2." And I was like, "Oh, oh." You know, like wiping my tears with the packaging of a Switch 2. You know, just like dapping off the tears with a Ditto, you know. So yeah, now I could play oh, an ad break right before my tour. All right, fine. While there's an ad break, we'll go through all the customization options. Ditto the best type of tissue. Exactly. It's like, issues? What issues? No, I mean, I am very broke, but I am also very happy now that I have a Switch 2. And you best believe the first, like, $60 that I get, aside from going to, like, Wi-Fi, is going towards Tomodachi Life. I will become a Tomodachi Life streamer. Yeah, so I'll go through the character customization. There isn't much because, like, uh the character is supposed to be as if you, the trainer, raised this Ditto and this Ditto took on your name and appearance. So there isn't that much customization available. Did that go through? Good job checking in, Issei! Did the animation come up? You'll have to let me know. Yeah, so you could be a purple Ditto. You could be pale. Pale and yellow. It's kind of yellow tinted. This is the skin tone that I was... No, wait, I was using this one, I think. Wait, was I using... I like this one for me more, but I think I was using this one. So there's like a yellowy based tone, there's this like cooler one and this warmer one. These two are like the same, it's just cooler or warmer. That's a very jittery looking Ditto. I know. And then this one's like a pinkish. And then we get into the more like I guess this is supposed to be like this, where it's like a yellow base. And then I think this is supposed to be the warm tone. And then this is supposed to be the cool tone. But this to me looks pinker than this. So I think this is the cool tone and this is the pink tone. Because they kind of have like 4, you can see it here, they have like 4 tones. So like yellow, warm, cool, pink. And then we have 2 bonus skin tones that can make you like even darker, you know? So a good variety of skin tones, I think, personally. I don't know. I've always gotten preferential treatment just by being someone who's paler. Almost every video game has a pale color that matches me, so I can't really speak to the variety of the darker skin tones, but you know, maybe someone else out there could be like, yeah, that's a good variety. It looks like a good variety from my perspective, just like my artistic perspective, especially because you could be purple. I mean, any purple people out there in chat? But yeah. So I think I'll go with this skin tone. I think I was using this one, but looking at it on my monitor, I like this one better. I might change it back when I look at it on my Switch later. And then these are the hairstyles that I have unlocked. You can unlock more through gameplay. It's just these are the only ones that I have. You can do like, these are supposed to be like pigtails, buns, a little undercut moment, braids. Those are very cute. A lot of people use these braids. They have locks, shaved. Whoa. Kind of looks like me. Kind of looks like me after surgery. That's exactly how I looked. This parted hairstyle. This one has my bangs, which I think is really funny. And then this misty hairstyle. So I know there's like 2 more hairstyles that I think you can get. Or maybe 1 more. But we're gonna do the buns today because it'll match my buns. Lots of different hair color options. I'm just gonna like try and quickly click through them. Maybe y'all will relate to one of these. Did Ditto just do a hair flip? Wait. I just go with like this blonde-ish color. And these are all the outfits that you can unlock. I think there's like 2 more outfits. Again, I don't have every outfit, but these are like, oh, did I click on this one? These are like the basic like starter ones. And then these ones are the ones that you unlock through gameplay. I like the Team Rocket one. It's kind of cute. I think I was wearing this, but I changed the pants to be the Team Rocket pants. Because it's got a lot of color going on. I like that. But I also don't like blue pants. But yeah, you could change like the accessories, the backpacks. I like this one. Because it's got a little Ditto face on it. And then like the shoes as well. Which I might do these. Or these? No, I'll stick with the bird keeper ones. Okay. Now we could do a tour. Yeah, I wanted to do like a small tour, just like to quickly explain like my layouts of everything. But my main focus today is to add roads to the Skylands. There are 4 islands. Oh, that's the bigger Sprigatito. Floragato? I don't know. I don't know why I tried to guess. I don't know. I don't know that guy's name. I don't know who that is. But this is my house in the Withering Wastelands, which is the first map that you come across when you're playing the game. It is full of random things. And it's up here in like this scrap of a house. So like when you unlock this area, there'll be this orchard up on this hill. And there's just like scraps of houses. And so I made my house one of them. And then, Sans roof? Sans Undertale? This is my, storage area. You'll see a severe lack of labels on these chests because I don't believe in labeling your chests. I think you should just remember, which chest is which. So, like, here we have, like, the plant seeds, and then we have the plants above that. And then we have, house kits, and then we have regular blocks, 2 chests for regular blocks because I'm filling that up quickly. And then we have, it goes relaxation, toys, decor, and then here's the food chest, so all my food that I'm storing. You'll see there's a lot of beans. It's because beans can make something called a hamburger steak. I call it the Hamburg steaks. You'll hear me refer to it as a Hamburg steak. But the Hamburg steak gives you the ability to punch things that you normally can't punch, and I love terraforming. So I don't love terraforming. That's a lie. I hate terraforming, but I love to make my place look nice. What are those guys talking about over there? And then anyway, above this oh, this is the food chest, and then over here is the items that look like furniture but are unlabeled, and then items that look like building materials but are unlabeled. And then up here we have the rare stuff, or like the collectibles. And then down here we have a bunch of crafting supplies. So we have like stones, we have CDs. The CDs are just there for just keeping it, because I don't know where else to put them. And then we have rare metals, and then we have like materials that I get from Bleak Beach, and then here we have dyes for dyeing stuff, and then plant stuff. So yeah, I didn't open all of them because the animations take a little bit too long for my, like, you have to angle your your joystick perfectly and stuff like that. So right here is where I had a kid park, but I decided to get rid of it because I'm planning on putting it here instead. This is like the baby starter house. I plan on like having the baby starters live together. And I originally put their house here because this is where they all lived in the tutorial part of the game, but it blocks this like really pretty waterfall area, so I'm gonna make this area the kid park. And I'm moving Bellsprout, Gulpin, and Oddish from their little huts over here, and I'm moving their huts to this area. So we're just doing like a little bit of a rotation. So the huts are moving here where the park used to be, the park is moving here where the house will be, and the house will move down here where the starter teens used to live. I call them the teens. I call them the babies, the teens, and the adults. Despite the fact that they're just evolutions. I don't know how else to refer to like the middle stage without having to say middle stage, you know? So I just dubbed them the teens. But the teens will be living... Onyx? Onyx, please! Please move out the way! Pokopia! Hello, cub. Finally awake, I see. Sorry, let me pick up these sticks. Oh! Someone knocked a berry off that tree. So this is where, Ivysaur and War Turtle are gonna live. And then over here... I can't say anything without someone interrupting me first. Lately I've been finding myself particularly at ease when we spend time together. I want you to have this as a token of our friendship. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the stick. I just picked up 3 of them off the floor. And this will be, Charmeleon's and Pikachu's house. Not this scrap of a home, but this, like, area. And then... in between here, where this, like, picnic area is, will be Venusaur's house. I'm also adding a bit of a street here and, like, a staircase down this way, because I plan on putting a lot of houses down there. Like a little bayou. Oh, thank you, Onyx. Follow me. I didn't think I'd sleep so long. How long were you asleep? You said you were going to bed early this morning. And then I never heard from you again. Hold up, hold up. Let me visualize. Let me dip into my third eye. Visualizing. Visualizing. Yeah, it's so nice to see Issei again. It's been so long. Visualizing? Hold on. Hmm. Hmm. I think I want it right there. It's gonna be a little weird with like the way that the road dips in, but I think I want the other one to be in this 4 square. So I'm like, I guess it'll look okay. Let me see, let me see. Hold on, chat. Visualizing. Hmm. Maybe Bellsprout's house should go like here. Yeah, I like that. I'm like holding Gulpin's house in my hand, so it's not who we're putting down, but you there, Oddish. Oh, awkward. Don't mind if I get the controls wrong, chat. Come with me. Oh, I got the 2 blue ones! Get to work. Okay. Sorry. That interrupted the tour, but it's important that I move these little houses efficiently. And so anyway, this will be Venusaur's area, and there will be a path that goes through here to a staircase that goes down there, which is where the Pokemart will be, and Blastoise, and Magikarp, and Slowking. And then up this way will be Charizard and the Professor Tangrowth. Professor Tangrowth is an NPC Pokemon. He's basically representative of like the guide in the game, so if you need any help you would seek out Professor Tangrowth and he would give you advice on what to do. He also acts as a storyline gate? What's the word I'm looking for? Like when you're going through a story and you end up running into like something that you can't progress without completing the quest kind of thing. Like a progression check. And then over here is where Slowpoke and Slowbro will live. There's also a house right there, but it's just here in case I need to put anyone there. I think I might make Magnemite live here. No offense to Magnemite, but I don't know if I want to move that house yet, you know what I'm saying? We come back through this way. Up this way. Hey, Phyllis. I'll have a farm here because I want Withering Wastelands to be my crop production. And again, to the little teen. Oh yeah, let me show you guys. Back here in this cave, I saw this on Twitter. Someone made Magikarp a house in this cave. I don't plan on having Magikarp live here forever. And I did originally make the cave for Magikarp because I was like, oh, that's such a cute idea. But I've changed my mind. I want Paras and Parasect to live here. I created like this little like front area because you kind of need a door to make a house. So this is just like before the door kind of thing. And I have that hole open. So I wouldn't be able to, just because of this hole right here, like use this space as the house. So now we can walk into their house. And wow, there's no electricity, but wow. When I get the electricity, it's so over for these guys. They're gonna love it. But yeah, this is what their house is looking like. I might change out the furniture because I'm working on a huge like Excel spreadsheet of um, what's the word I'm looking for? Of like the Pokemon and their favorite items. It's gonna be like this ginormous, just like master list where I can move things around, not the Excel spreadsheet. I think I'm using Google Sheets, actually. Wait, yeah, Google Sheets, but you know, same difference. Sometimes people don't know what a Google Sheet is unless I say Excel anyway. Like, the amount of times I've been talking to my family about like, oh yeah, I'll make a sheet about it. They're like, a what? I'm like, you know, Google Sheets. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, Excel spreadsheet? uh. Parasect is nice. Parasect freaks me out, but Parasect is nice, you know? Ew, he's... Oh, I gotta go. He's nice. No, 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 he's nice. He's nice, you guys. He's nice. Okay. He's nice. He's nice. Anyway, up these stairs, this is Combi and Vespiquen's house. You could tell by the insane amount of flowers. I was actually gonna do a little bit more landscaping here just so it's not like big flower field, but yeah, we have Vespiquen and Combi. And then over here we have Drifloon and Litwick. You probably saw Chandelure running around, and that's because, or like, why isn't Litwick living with Chandelure when they're evolutions of each other? It's because I'm gonna make a Victorian, like, style house here, like Gothic Victorian style house. And in it will be, Chandelure, and Drifblim and... Wait, she's getting it. Wait. The third one. The middle evolution of Litwick. I gave up. I gave up. A mysterious slate! Okay, I have to show you guys the mysterious slate room because I'm almost done with it. I won't give spoilers onto who appears with the mysterious slate room, but I'll show you the mysterious slate room. You'll guess. If you know, you'll guess. But, here we have, Marowak and, Cubone, and they're gonna be living here. In this, like, cave area, because they like dry environments. So I figured I'd put my, drier Pokemon in caves, because they don't get rained on as easily as with, like, houses and things. You probably could put them in a house and they'd be fine. It's just, to me, I feel like they would like or enjoy living in a cave more than being like out in the rain, because like they'll have even like an outdoor space that's still covered and things like that. And then up here, I plan on making this like a second way down to the Morowak Cave, so they'll have like 2 doors and lots of daylight and stuff like that. And then up this way will be Cacnea and Cacturn's house. They're gonna be living in this cave. And then I'm gonna make a path this way to a graveyard. That'll be here. So it'll be like a path that comes around their house over to like this lookout point that's around this side. And next to it will be a mini graveyard with a bunch of little tombstones and dead trees and things. And then this is like the little lookout onto the next area that we'll be looking at. But I'm gonna go down through the front because I think it'll be too confusing if I go down from the side. There's a hint for a Pokemon right there, and I swear I've gotten the same, like, hint from this spot at least 3 times. Who is it? Different Pokemon this time! Let's go! Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me. Here's my Poke Center. And then this is like my mini farm. I plan on clearing this out and moving these two houses here. This is gonna be for Victory Bell and Weeping Bell. But I'm gonna put them here because I'm gonna put a city house here for the Gudra trio. Gumi, Sliggoo, and Gudra. This cave is connected to the Marowak cave, just like on the other side of it. And this will have Volbeat. Volbeat will live down here in the basement because I find Volbeat gross. Someone's favorite Pokemon is Volbeat. And I'm like so sorry that I hate their favorite, but he is just not for me. But the pretty princess Illumais will be here. Is that how you say her name? How do you remember so many Pokemon names? I just met them. I just met these guys. Like, I would not know their names if I hadn't actively made a spreadsheet with all their names and their pictures and like their favorite foods and their favorite items and where I want them to live. Like, I created a map in my spreadsheet out of their names to like fit where they'll go, like in the wastelands and everything. So like if I pronounce their names wrong, it's because I just met these guys. Yeah, I'm kind of like next level loser, you know? I'm kind of like next level, no friends, always stuck inside, pale skin, kind of sickly. This will be Onyx's cave. And then if you turn here, it leads to the Marowak cave. This is also how you get to Rocky Ridges, which is going to be one of the other regions that I show you guys quickly. I know this tour feels really long, but I swear this space is just big. Actually, it's a nerd. I wish I were a nerd, but I don't think I'm smart enough. I think I'm just genuinely a loser. No, maybe I'm a nerd. What do you guys think? Am I a nerd or a loser? Vote below, or both. Or both. Here is where I'm gonna have a cafe, and Hoot Hoot and Noctowl will run it. Right now, this is the Gudra house, but I plan on moving them out to the other side, so maybe I'll put someone else there that I think should go there. It kind of just depends. I was stacking everyone in houses. Like, the max number of Pokemon you could put in a house is 4. And so I was like, okay, every house will just have 4 Pokemon in it. Because obviously there's more Pokemon than or like there's more Pokemon that I want on my island than you could have if you gave everyone their own house. But then I was like really looking into the numbers and I was like, no, every Pokemon does not need to be stacked in one house together. Like, they could do duos or trios, and they don't have to be full squads, you know? So this area right here, I was thinking of putting, like, a floral shop and, like, having flowers of all kinds, like, blooming out of it. But I don't know if I want to do that here anymore. This area is kind of up in the air for me because I had plans for it that was different than the plans I'm going with now. So it's still very much a mystery in my mind. But I thought a flower shop would look nice here because it's kind of like country and there's space for like potted plants here and, you know, make it look like a real plant nursery. So I was going to have like a restaurant with tables, someone's house, a plant nursery. And then over here was gonna be like the Pikachu fountain. If you've looked at any promotional work or someone else's video for this game, there's like this Pikachu fountain, and if you place it a certain number of times, you could get a Pikachu with a Ditto face. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. Maybe I would, just because I feel like just having Pikachu there would be kind of weird. I think it'd make more sense to have like Pikachu Ditto. And then up here, I was gonna do a gym. Like a workout gym. For, Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Tyrogue. And then... I do plan on putting a Pokemart here, so there's like another store. But right now, it's Venomoth and Venonat, and so maybe I'll put them up here with like the gym bros, or I'll move them over to where that house space is. I don't know, because I kind of still want like a house over here too, somewhere. I could put their house like here and tear down this windmill and then put the gym like there. I think there's enough space. I'm not saying that out loud. You can't make me. Lucario! Lucario's one of my favorites, chat. I love Lucario. Oh my goodness, that means I could bring Lucario home right now if I get a CD player. I don't know where I'm gonna get a CD player from, but the minute I do get one, I'm bringing Lucario home. I'm trying to think, did I explain everything here? Yeah, sure. I also plan on like putting roads down and like fixing these plants up and connecting all the power and stuff like that. I don't plan on using electric poles like with the wires, but maybe in some areas to be like aesthetic, you know? But this is the mystery slate room. If you know Pokemon, you could probably guess which Pokemon this slate room brings just based on the picture of the slates. But I'm not gonna say it, and I would hope that none of you would spoil it either. So if you want to know, you could Google it. I think this goes here. Yes. Yeah, it's like this weird underground like thing. There's like tunnels and stuff that you can like run around in down here. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with this. This room kind of looks like a subway to me, so maybe I'll make a subway system based on this room. But I think people who live, or it kind of looks like a concert, kind of. I don't know. I think people who live near subway systems will be like, that does not look like a subway system. To me, it does. To me, it does. We can head this way. Hey girl, how's it going? This is where Drillbur and Excadrill lives. Sometimes I stumble, sometimes I fall. Stylish bronze wall. Oh, hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on, this will only take a minute. I wish I could just, like, you know. Hold on. Wait, no, I saw someone say that if you have the powered up... Ah, mine's not powered up! No! I'm constantly scrolling on Twitter for tips, and I think one of them was that if you power up your scyther, like, scissors, you can, like, slice the vegetables without breaking the plant, and they'll all fall off, so you can, like, vacuum them up. Because Ditto kind of has, like, a Kirby vacuum. Lugia! Lugia! Drop your feather! Lugia, I'm a fan! Lugia. Lugia. If you drop it up there, I'm gonna be mad. You want to play this game, but you can't justify buying a Switch 2? I feel that. I personally really wanted to play this game, and so I brought the conversation up with my family, and they all pitched in to buy me it. Because of my medical situation, it was kind of just like a sorry that happened to you kind of thing. But I was telling chat earlier, I was like, I'm cool with it, you know, like I'm over my situation because I'm crying, I'm like drying my tears with a Ditto. I also want to get the Tomodachi game, but that I'm a little hesitant because I'm like, to shill out another gosh, like $60 for a game. It's like I've already paid half of this Switch and game myself, you know? Like I could only get so much money from my family. I put in $200 towards this. So $200, fantastic deal. However, if you had to pay the whole thing yourself, I could see why it's like, it's not worth it. Before buying Tomodachi Life? Yeah, yeah. Right now, Cobb is sailing the 7 seas and streaming it to me. Oh, you really like the leaf den. That's nice. Whoa, whoa. Yar. Listen, I am not against living your best life. If that's credit card debt for you, if that's petty theft, no. I'm not endorsing any crimes. Do not steal from people. I've been shown how people commit certain forms of fraud as a cautionary tale on how to not commit certain kinds of fraud, you know? You know? They're gonna take a minute on that, so I think we're gonna finish up our tour and move on to the next area and then come back. Petty. Petty theft. Oh, yeah. I was saying, this is Drillbear and Excadrill. Lugia distracted me. And then, this is where Tyroga is staying, but he's gonna move in that back area. And then I have... Oh, where'd my voice go? Hello? And then I have a house for Axew, Haxorus, and... I don't know the teen's name. I don't know the other one's name. Is it the teen that I'm missing? I don't know the third one's name. I only know Axew and Haxorus's, but this will be their house. It also has this, like, cool cave up behind it. That I was considering making someone else's house. I'm not pirating, I am merely trading games I've bought from the Big Tendo. It's because that Switch has been collecting dust for the last 7 years. That's what it really is. That's the biggest issue. Cobb was like talking about how he doesn't want to like deal with getting a Switch 2 or anything, or thinks he should, when the game runs on Switch 1. It's because you've been letting it collect dust is the problem. That's where you need to... See, I still play on my Switch 1. I have a Switch 2, and I still hang out with my Switch 1 on the weekends. But yeah, maybe that cave I'll turn into something cool. I'm not wasteful. Like somebody else. Is this the correct rock? Sure. Sure it is. And then this house will be for Timber and Girder. That's Girder right there. Hey, fella. They have a third evolution that I call Conklehead, and he lives in Skylands. Let's head on to Bleak Beach. I'm trying to think if I missed anybody, but I can only think of like the Shellos, but I'm moving those guys to Bleak Beach. So I'm moving them out of Wastelands and moving them into Bleak Beach. Other than that, I don't think there's anyone that lives in Wasteland currently that I'm gonna move out or that I forgot to talk about. I guess maybe Oddish's evolution I plan on putting on the hill with me, and Pidgeot's evolutions I plan on putting on the hill with me. But yeah, this is Bleak Beach. It looks bleak. It is a beach. There's a sleeping Smeargaroo. One thing that I like about this map is the giant ship in the distance. You can go on that ship. It's quite fun. I don't really have any plans specifically on where certain Pokemon are gonna live just yet. Also, like, you'll see me, like, dip my camera pretty low. It's because the wires, like, the electrical wires of the utility poles hurts my eyes when I walk into them. So I try to avoid it by just, like, dipping myself a little lower than them. But yeah. Oh, this is Pikachu, you guys. Pikachu is a Pikachu that lost its ability to generate its own electricity through helping its friends when the world went horrible. So this is what climate change is doing, by the way. This is what those AI memes that you're making does. It kills Pikachus. You are actively killing Pikachus. Yeah. The yellow battery ran out. It did. It did. This is the hot springs. I do plan on, like, building a full hot spring area here with this Mosslax, a Snorlax who is covered in moss. He's gonna be the mascot. He's like the tranquil mascot. He's all about sleep, you know? I'm gonna be expanding upon these hot springs. That guy? That Psyduck over there? He is always taking a shower. Oh, you guys! Look at this! Look! Oh, look at this little grubbin! Oh my goodness! He's so cute! Useless fella, ain't it? I'm not gonna lie. He feels kind of useless. You can give him, like, food offerings and, like, people say special things happen. I've given him food offerings off of, like, a list, but I haven't been able to translate the list from Japanese, so I don't know. I don't know what my offerings are really doing. I don't know if it's true or not. I think I'm being baited into giving him good food. I think he's running a campaign to get my good food. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting guy. We're heading over to the ship, by the way. There is one more spot that I want to show you guys, and then we'll teleport out of here to Rocky Ridges. But if you come this way... all the way down here. That island right there. I'm putting a Taco Bell. I am building a Taco Bell and I'm making Meowth the employee. So he will be living in the back of the Taco Bell. He will be a minimum wage employee at my Taco Bell. Yes, I guess he's the manager, so maybe he's not minimum wage. He'll be the only employee, so... you know, well, maybe he'll still be minimum wage. But I am clearing this entire island and I am building a Taco Bell. Taco Bell mentioned, exactly. And it's gonna sit right next to the power plant. I've seen someone on Twitter turn this power plant into a recycling building. And I think that's a really cute idea, so I'll consider it. But at the moment, it's just like the power plant where I get scraps of metal from. But yeah, now that we're over here, we can head over to the ship. Oh yeah, pit stop on our way to the ship. There's an island right there. That's where I'm gonna put my house. It's gonna be me, Smeargaroo, and Aldino living there. It's gonna be like a modern beach house that's like quite colorful. I'm thinking like Barbie beach house, like Malibu Barbie. But yeah, this is the SSN. It is a big ship. At the moment, it's a little run down. You know, she needs some work. She needs some help. But I think it's really cool. Like, this build feels like a cruise ship. I mean, I've never been on one, but from the videos I've seen of YouTubers being on a cruise ship, it feels like a cruise ship. There's like this bar area, where you could probably get like your breakfast snacks or just like pay for your meal or something, because not every meal I think is included on a cruise. I guess it depends on your package, but this is like the little dining hall, super cute, like a lounge dining hall kind of thing. There were a couple of rooms here. I'm not sure what these rooms would be. I think staff rooms. So I think this would be like a staff room of some kind, or maybe like a storage room. I don't think it would be a bedroom unless it's like a bedroom for like the chef. And then this is like some sort of storage room. And then we can go down this way, and this is like... This is what I would imagine like the actual main room would be. Like you'd have like shows here and things like that, like open mic night or something. I don't know. But there's like this little power room back here. If we head this way. I know my feet are small, so this takes a while. Here are some like rooms. I think these are for sure staff rooms. Just because they're on the bottom, and I think a lot of the passenger rooms are up on the top floor. But there's like this little area, and this looks like it was the kitchen. Maybe. I don't know. But it looks like a kitchen to me. And then this would be like where the food is stored. So I guess this is like the pantry, refrigerator kind of area. Let's head up this way. See, they could take the food like right into the little dining hall. Super cute. If we go up here. Oh, hold on, I'm out of breath. These are like the little passenger rooms. The little, like, here's a pretty... Yeah, this room's pretty put together. You can kind of see, like, what this room would be. If you are a passenger on this boat, you'd probably stay in these rooms. And there's, like, a vending machine and everything. And then the little pool deck. Oh. Yeah, the pool deck has like a little sales table. You could buy your sunscreen, I bet. And then just like some little beach chairs that you could sit on. You could look out at the water, or you can look at the pool, which is nice. Here, I think you would just be like looking at the sky. But yeah, I don't know. I think the SS Anne's cool. I think it's cool that they included a whole ship. I want to restore it to be, like, nice and beautiful and not have a bunch of holes in it. But Cobb was telling me that if he had the chance to play this game, he would move the entire ship onto shore, block by block. I don't know what kind of insanity that's all about, but... This, Bleak Beach, so I was talking a little bit about how Withered Wastelands is going to be my food production. I think Bleak Beach is going to be my, like, recyclable goods, like my recycled goods. Bro's got some motivation. So, a lot of these guys, drop, like, clay, and if you put a Pokemon that has the Gather ability near a Pokemon that has the Litter ability, the Gather Pokemon will gather up the litter and put it in a community box if you provide them with a community box. And then Pokemon who have abilities such as Burn, Recycle, Chop, they'll go into the community box, they'll process your materials, and then they'll put it back in the community box, or they'll hand it to you. I've had both happen. So this Trubbish is actually really cute. Like, Trubbish is just a happy little guy. But So Bleak Beach will be my recycled goods or like my processed materials in this kind of way. Isn't that kind of like slavery? I would say yes, but they're doing it without me asking them to. They're just like doing it, you know? Like Withered Wastelands is gonna be my food production because if you put a Pokemon with the grow ability near a farm, they'll use their grow powers on the crops. And if you put a Pokemon with the water ability near a farm next to a water basin, they'll take water from the water basin and water your crops with it. So they're doing it on their own. These are like hobbies for them, you know? They want their 9 to 5 because they have a lot of free time. See, right now, Torchic is processing clay. Self-induced, yeah, self-induced. Does that make me... No. No. I was gonna say, does that make Ditto a Dom? But I don't think I want to ask those questions. There's someone out there who probably has answers to that question. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. Like here you can see Minchino has been cleaning up Spinnerack's twine and fluff from Flaffy and Mareep. But I'm helping out a little bit. Ooh, I did not mean to talk to you. Thank you, Spinnerack, for calling me nice. Ditto absolutely is a Dom. Like, Ditto's out here. I mean, look at Ditto. Ditto's got, like, the leather gloves on and everything. Like, he's out here. This was, like, a little beach, like, cabana type bar thing. So I do plan on restoring this building, I think. Just because I think the pre-built building that the devs made looks really cute. I just enclosed it to make it like a house for them, but I do plan on, like, this used to have like a bar here, and this used to have like a bar here. So I plan on putting those back because I think it looked cute. As for the rest of the buildings here, I might change them. I do like this little like beach shower changing room situation, but I think it's missing some curtains. Yeah. Pokopia! Someone was coming down the same road as me earlier, so I stepped aside and gestured for them to go ahead. And I noticed my paw was positioned in just the right place to make it look like I was holding a tree in the distance. Right, Meowth. I'm a comedy genius. No way, he gave me an emote. This is why he's working at the Taco Bell, because I feel like he has the charisma of a Taco Bell employee. I don't know if I can read that sentence out loud. Hello? Pokopia. Oh yeah, but as I was saying, so... Wait, what was I saying? Hello? Withered Wastelands is gonna be my food production, and Bleak Beach will be my recycled crops production. But I do also plan on putting a farm here because Pokemon will eat from like trees and stuff. I'm gonna clear out this area a little bit, make it kind of look cute, country, put some water wheels in, windmills. This will be like the more like cozy, rich area, I guess. I do use class terminology to describe the types of Pokemon and their houses. So, dementia, time for the medicine. So you'll hear me refer to like areas as poor or rich. That's just like the aesthetics I'm going for. I'm culture vulturing rich aesthetics for my Pokemon that I deem fancy. So like, what's that Pokemon's name? Empoleon? The evolution of Piplup. Looks fancy to me, describes themselves as a loner. They will be living in that area. Time to go to Rocky Ridges! As for Rocky Ridges, what their production is for me will be metals. So anything that I need smelted, I'll go to Rocky Ridges and ask them to do it, which is literally like half of my materials. That's why they only have like one job, and it's because it is half the materials in the game. And you'll kind of see why they're for smelting. It's a very volcanic area. Lots of lava Pokemon, fire Pokemon. Like, you can see up there, there's like an active volcano situation happening. Normally, I don't go down to the depths of the magma, but there is a Pokemon down there that I think would be nice for us to visit on stream. But yeah, they're gonna have like this party area. If this were like a mine area or like a mining town, I kind of imagine this would have been like the open air group kitchen. So like when lunch is called, everyone would stop what they're doing, come out, eat, and then go back to work. Is what I imagine this area could be similar to. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Rocky Ridges yet. I haven't decided on an aesthetic or anything, but I've seen a lot of people turn it into a Japanese map because there are hot springs. I see. I went to the Taco Bell several years ago, and the person working the counter was high as fuck and kept putting Sierra Mist into the cup and mumbling something about the bubbles while staring deep into the cup. Me and my friend got our burritos and just sat down and watched her do that like 20 minutes before her manager yelled at her. So that's what I imagine Meowth is doing. Thank you for sharing. No, literally, that's why I kind of want Meowth to be the employee, because he's kind of chill and funny. And I feel like he would really like working at the Taco Bell. Chef Dente! Chef Dente, that is the cutting board. When food is life. You know what's really funny about Chef Dente? She speaks with a southern accent, like a southern charm, southern belle accent. And, Chef Dente's name is Charlotte. Or like nickname is Charlotte. And I have a 2D daughter named Charlotte. Just coincidentally fun little fact. Fun little fact for the ages. That's my house. Again, I haven't really decided on the aesthetic. A lot of people have turned this area Japanese. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And then this will be like their farm where they get their food from. I might put in some trees in the back row or something with berries that they could eat. Let's get on this. Now, I'm trying to think of the fastest way to get to the core. I think it's back this way. But we'll visit the hot spring first, just because we're here. Yeah, if you have an allergy to that sort of thing, maybe don't eat Chef Dente's food. This is the hot spring. It's actually really nice, and it's really cute seeing like Pokemon hang out in here. Hot spring. Oh. This is limestone though, and is there not like something with limestone and like to certain levels it can be poisonous or something? Am I thinking of like the wrong ore or something like that, or like the wrong stone material? I don't know, this whole thing is like limestone. Like all of that is, it kind of looks like sulfur and limestone, but I can't imagine that's like the safest thing to bathe in. Oh wait, I almost forgot my cards. My cards! okay, chat. He's okay. I might have just ran over the baby. But he's okay. Look, he's fine. The baby is fine, you guys. I didn't mean to. He's fine. He's fine. Oh yeah, look. You can make lye from limestone and use the lye to dissolve a body and make soap. So all the Pokemon are bathing in limestone hot spring water. I don't know if that's good for them. I don't know. Literally dragging his legs. No, he's a baby. He was crawling. He's a baby. He crawls. He always crawls. He hasn't learned to walk yet. Does that make it worse? Sorry, I was looking for my minecart. You could tell I'm a hoarder by the fact that my inventory is nearly full. No. He's a baby. Babies, they crawl. I know none of us would ever, like, be in the same room as, like, an infant or whatever, but they crawl, you guys. They crawl. Well, you can't learn now, even if you want. He evolutionizes into a rock star frog named Tox. I forgot its name. It's like Toxel Frog or something like that. I'm not gonna sing that, but just know in my head I did. This is the museum, by the way. We've reached the museum. The museum was on top of the volcano, but when the Poke World went to hell, this sunk into the volcano. How is the building still standing? Volcano lava in the Pokopia world is not the same level of heat as IRL lava. Well, it just doesn't burn the same. Also, we got a new Pokemon! Hello! Or you'll be frozen solid! Girl. You've been warned, dear. Thank you. Dinosaur chat, we got another dinosaur. A litterer? Are all the dinosaurs litterers? I have a bone to pick with the devs of this game. Why is every Pokemon a litterer, but there are only half the amount of gatherers? I cannot put a gatherer next to every litterer, and it bothers me. It bothers me. Yeah, here are all the dinosaur skeletons that I'm building. I'm missing some pieces for this one. And I'm missing some pieces for this one. Get dino nuggies. That's what's gonna happen if they keep littering everywhere. And then if we head up this way in the museum, there's the star room. It's a little broken down. I had to repair it. But I was thinking of fixing it up and maybe putting my house somewhere down here. Like maybe converting this space here into like my room. I do want to live in the museum. I think the museum's a cool build. I think I can convert it to be like an evil castle without changing too much because I like doing the least amount of work as possible. But if you go out the front gates, we're in the core. There's a space shuttle? Yeah, there's a space shuttle, a spacesuit, and like the spaceship, like the rocket ship. This little guy, his name's like Gimmighoul or something, but I call him Gabagool. I don't know what Gabagool is doing over here, but yeah, this is lava. Welcome to hell. Hey, guys, welcome to the core. That implies there's a Pokemon International Space Station, which means there's probably dead people still in orbit. No. That would be spoilers. But there's a lot to the story. If I tell you everything about the humans, that would be spoiling the game. But just know that there's more that meets the eye to the space station and like space shuttle and everything. Does that mean you can go to space? No. Well, okay, I did see a build on Twitter where someone built to the skybox and they made it look like they were in space. I guess you can go to space. In this game, you can go to space. It's not a space. It's at least an ozone layer. Right? Is that how space works? I haven't been in a biology class or like a world biology class since middle school. Hashtag the education system, but hashtag love the American education system. Well, let's head back. Let's head back up to the surface. We don't need to be down here in this lava all the time, you know? Look at him stomping. Look at him go. Oh my god. Whoa. Chill, man. Chill. That rocket was going for a while. What rocket? Hello? This will be my farm when I live here. For me and the dinosaurs, because me and the dinosaurs and Gabagool are all gonna live in this house together. The dinosaurs can also have baby dinosaurs! I'm so excited for when I get the baby dinosaurs. As a product of said education system, I learned did. Did? What is did? You said I learned did, and it made me think that you were saying an acronym. Do I know what that is? No. Do I know what you meant? Barely. It's there somewhere in my mind. Yeah, it's there somewhere. Oh, this is our stop, chat. I haven't finished the rail systems. The rails are so expensive. Okay, I have enough iron now that I could make the rails. But when I first came to this area, the rails were so expensive. See, look, you guys. The baby's fine. It's eating an apple. It's eating 2 apples. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. He's a hungry little guy. This is also his iPad baby setup. This is his iPad. There are actually 2 iPads in this area because there are so many iPad babies around here. Where's the other one? There it is. I always make it look like they're watching YouTube videos because I think that's funny. Dev Island? Every time I put down an iPad, I'm like, yeah, they're watching YouTube. You just left the baby unattended? He's being tended to by Professor Tangrowth. Now, does Professor Tangrowth look like a reliable babysitter? I wouldn't say yes. I wouldn't say yes. Hold on. I need to turn in my quest because I completed some. Okay. What isn't shop? Oh. Okay. Now we are teleporting to the next area. Pallet Town! Pallet Town you can name to be whatever you wanted, so I named it Tearfest. Because that's my home. Tearfest is my home. I'm gonna drink something. Someone redeem a hydrate so that I feel like I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating the system. I like that when I drink something, I stare at you guys in an uncomfortable silence. And you can, like, hear the drink slightly. Oh yeah, this is my home in Pallet Town. Thank you for the hydrate, thank you! I don't know what the Lost and Found does. It gave me a description and I immediately forgot. But yeah, Pallet Town I still haven't really done anything with. At the moment, it's kind of like, these are the Pokemon that you can find in Pallet Town. So I have them. Here, they're like exclusive to Pallet Town. And then I have these plants here because these are all plants that I took pictures of when I visited the Dev Island. And to visit the Dev Island, you need a Nintendo Switch Online subscription, which is $3.99. But they had a 7-day free trial. So I used my 7-day free trial to go there, take pictures of all these plants, 3D print them, come back, place them, and delete the photos so that... Oh, and unsubscribe, of course, from Nintendo Switch Online so that I can have all these plants without needing to go back there. But yeah, Pallet Town's like an island that you can decorate to be however you want. So it's probably going to be the very last one that I do, just because I prioritize restoration in this game more than custom builds or creativity, like creative builds. It's a huge place though. You could pretty much build anything on here, I imagine. And from the builds that I've seen on Twitter, people do build anything. Yeah, so it does connect to Withered Wastelands. But I don't really have that many plans involving it. We're gonna go to the Sparkling Skylands. I do have the music off for the game because the Sparkling Skylands music does give me a slight headache. Which is kind of surprising, because Nintendo music is usually really good. But there's just like certain types of instrumental music that has like this vibe to it that just like hurts my head a little bit. Think of like the Ben Drowned memes that people were doing, where it's like that song from Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask sounds good to me, but the experience that people were having with Majora's Mask and the music and stuff like that is how I view some songs. Like, it gives me an instant headache. I feel like I'm getting haunted by some music. This is my concrete machine for Conklehead. This is Conklehead. He's sleeping on his Snorlax bed. He's a gentle giant, really. And then this is Skylands. I do have a plan sort of laid out for Skylands, which is surprising because it's my least favorite map. But it's just like, I could see what I would do here. So first and foremost, this is going to be like the slightly rural or rundown kind of neighborhood. Not necessarily like fully rundown, like it still has technology and everything. I just feel like this would be more of like the quieter country side to the city. Like the outskirts of the city, kind of. And you'll see that massive road up there. That is what I'm working on. That is my current project. I am taking the roads, because a lot of the roads collapsed. You can see it here. They've collapsed down, depending on where the terrain has gone. Well, it looks like it collapsed downwards, right? But I don't know. I don't know if it's collapsed downwards or if it's like meant to be that way. But I do not like when the asphalt has like this. Like, I feel like a road should be flat. So I am building like a road system coming out from the main island. And then at the ends of roads will be ways to get up and down, like pedestrian staircases, elevators, gondolas. There's a lot of gondolas in this area. But this will be like the country sort of relaxed island. And then I'll show you some of the other islands as we move through this area. So let's take the gondola. You'll see over there, like on that side, that will be like the cyberpunk little island, because I think it would look really cool as like a cyberpunk island. I do plan on using like neon elements everywhere just to sort of bring that city energy, but that island over this way specifically will be like the cyberpunk kind of island, because it's already got that vibe. It's been set up to thrive as a cyberpunk island. That one right there. And then next to it, you can see my little dirt bridge to get across. Next to it will be kind of like a whole cyberpunk underground thing. I saw that too. It looked so good. That was my inspiration for like what I'm gonna do over there. That's a Tinka Tun's tower. What's her name? I think it's Tinkaton, but I don't know. But yeah, over on this one will be like the average person's apartment, like the average worker kind of thing. I plan on making them very like corporate eco-friendly. I love a good fake eco-friendly with like corporation slapped over it kind of thing, you know? Like concrete with like a potted plant. But then this is like the little skyscraper building. There is a quest to fix this building, which I've done, but after you fix it through the quest, you could change it however you want. So I plan on changing it to be a Pokemon like activity center. So Pokemon, if you have a hot spring or if you have a store, they're more likely to travel to go visit the hot spring or store. So I plan on adding like a bathing floor and like a store floor and just make it like kind of like a mall, you know? Like some malls have those massage MVs, kind of like that. And then I plan on making the outside of this area very like city, like what you'd find in like Manhattan, kind of like the fancier, richer kind of city street. And then over this way, you can see I sort of like started the road out here. This will be the solar punk area. So we're gonna have cyberpunk and we're gonna have solar punk in this city alongside like just corporation, like megacorp. But yeah, the solar punk stuff, because these buildings here are inside the rock and are covered with a lot of grass and moss, I think it would look really cute if we took the solar punk approach. I could sort of fly over here. It'll be a little difficult for me to get back, so you'll see me struggle on our way back, but yeah, I think this area would be really cute to like convert these buildings that are kind of like covered in this crystal into pods. And make it like 3 pods stacked on top of each other. And then I also plan on putting on the very top, I'm gonna do like grass rooftop gardens and put these little homes on them. I don't really plan on a Pokemon living in every single house that I build in the more popular areas, just because I think that's probably too difficult. But I did consider making it to where each Pokemon here in the city gets their own house, just because of how much space I think I'll have in terms of housing, because the housing is more stacked and close together as compared to some of the other maps. Some of the other maps are a bit more spread out. Let's head up this way. I like those little Pokeball houses. I think they'd make cute rooftop homes for like a solar punk area. Up this way, we'll take the gondola over. we're taking the gondola this way because... Oh! When I tell you that has not happened before, what the... Wait, why did it kick me off? Before I could just go through. What the... Well, anyway, I was gonna say, we're taking the gondola over here because I wanted to show you guys this island. Odd. That was like a weird collision that happened with that volcanic ash that just like hasn't happened before. But this island over here is really ugly. I think this island is ugly and I don't like it, but I think it has potential. I think if I add some grass to it, it might look a little nicer, firstly. And then secondly, this is where I plan to live, in the city. And you're probably like, why would you live on the ugliest island? And I'll show you. I'll show you why I'll live on the ugliest island. There's a path that goes down this side here. And if you go down this way, there's like this little entry that looks like it was part of a parking garage. And I plan on pushing this wall back and making like the hallway of a dingy, disgusting apartment complex, and I'm gonna live here. Like, this whole wall will be like pushed back far down, and there'll be like fluorescent lights, and I plan on like leaving like a blank space where there should be a fluorescent light, so it looks like one of the fluorescent lights is out. And it'll be like trash bins and just like creepy vibes, you know, like maybe a couple cobwebs, some rust, you know? The hate is real, such commitment. But yeah, I'm gonna be living in these apartments. These like, it's gonna look like multiple apartments, but it's just gonna be for me, and it's gonna be dingy and disgusting. I might have someone live here with me. I don't know who. I don't know who would want to live with me, but there's gonna be an elevator up to the next area. But yeah, like this island is so ugly that I'm turning it into like a nasty home, and I'm making myself live in the nasty home. But if you head this way, there's like this little like fortune teller thing, and I plan on making it like a scam fortune teller thing. A weird stain in the corner that never dries to make it a real apartment. It'll have that! It'll have that. You can put like broken tiles and stuff, you just have to 3D print them. So I plan on 3D printing some 3D tiles. Or some 3D tiles. 3D printing some dirty tiles. But yeah, so this will be like the scam psychic. I don't think that psychics are necessarily a scam. I just know the one that's gonna live above me is gonna be. Or maybe they'll live in the apartment with me and that'll just be their place of employment. But if you head up this way... Sorry, this is the only way to get to this area. The 3D printing aspect, it's so much fun. You could just take a picture of anything and then 3D print it. It's like, you got a problem? 3D print it. I will say, a tip to anyone who's gonna play this game, don't clean up everything right away. Try to do the minimal amount of cleaning, because if you want like broken pieces like these, the only way you could get them is by taking a picture of them and 3D printing them, or picking them up with the Magnemite ability. Like this guy. Like I could pick up, well, there's nothing here that I could pick up. But if there were, I could pick up something disgusting with the Magnemite ability. Disgusting in terms of like, the game wants you to beautify the area, so they deem like trash and things disgusting. But imperfections. Need a wife 3D printer. Hey, there are some things you could 3D print that are equivalent to a wife. Equivalent to the needs that you would portray if you had a wife. That makes sense. But this is the dojo, so I do plan on cleaning up the dojo, making it a little nicer. Oh. 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 followed me up. That's a little... He followed me up here. I'm a little scared. I'm sorry I called you a fraud. I'm sorry. I called him a fraud and he followed me up to the dojo. I am not dueling that guy. I am not throwing hands with a guy that's got hypnotism and spoons. Come on. Let's get out of here. You know what this conversation made me think of? Isn't there like a Ryan Gosling movie where he like dates a fake woman? Is that Ryan Gosling? Y'all will know the movie. Right? No, there's been several Ryan Gosling movies where he dates fake women, isn't there? Isn't there like more than one? Blade Runner? Is that the only one? I swear there was more. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get back to paving these streets. The citizens are clamoring for their streets to be paved. I actually don't know if I have the materials on me to make more pavement, but we could see. I do. Well, anyway, on that same note, I am a supporter of people using items to fulfill certain needs in their life, as long as the items aren't morally, to a degree, morally wrong. And this stream is sponsored by Balesa. No. What did I come back to? They were talking about 3D printing a wife, and I was like, to a degree, I don't think there's anything wrong with printing, 3D printing, if you could, the items that you would need to fulfill certain needs within your life. My Oshi! I don't know if Oshis would condone 3D printing them, but I will say if a company were to ever offer me a sponsorship along those lines of items that help people fulfill certain needs within their lives, I might take the sponsorship. Because firstly, good money, and then also secondly, I believe it's important for people to find healthy outlets for... I'm trying to find the word I'm looking for. I think having a healthy outlet for that type of thing is good. We're almost there, chat. We're too high, chat. I need to start a certain business right away. Oh. What business? Hello? Oh. Never fear, chat. We will rise. Don't worry. We will rise. Okay, so I've laid out these pillars, right? Because this will tell me magnet rise. Yeah, yeah. Arise? I know that reference. I'm hip with the kids. I know that anime. I've seen an anime or two before, chat. Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. We've lined it up perfectly. Fantastic work, chat. I feel like every time I compliment chat about something that I do, it gives that one meme where it's the guy pointing at himself. Like, me? Who, me? It's like, yes, chat, good job. Okay, so I'm following the... You the fun grandma? Yes, yes, I'm the hip fun grandma. I know the references. I'm following the road below. So, like, I'm pretty much raising all the roads to be level with the city. Because I think that would look cool. I think it would be cool to, like, be on the ground and then look up and see this, like, massive structure of, like, road infrastructure right above you. That kind of thing. I am trying to connect it to, like, make it make sense, but in some places there isn't a road. Excuse me. But yeah. So, like, here, this is all road. But this is, like, a bridge. So it's like, do I make the bridge even higher than the road, or... Whoa, 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 look at this road. This road is only one wide. Who is coming down this road? One wide road. On what vehicle? Is this like a bike path? Did I find the bike path? I mean, I guess. I think I might make this 4 wide, because I was making side roads 4 wide. It's like, yeah, I guess there's a bike path too. But there's also like this, like, train station thing. It gets kind of complicated over here. I don't know how to translate the road up that way. Okay, now comes the tedious part of, like... I'm quick with it. Oh, I missed. I'm quick with it, chat. Other people, they do this, they're slower, trust. Don't look up any sources, don't look up any references. Other people, when they do this, they're slower. No one does it like I do. I'm the block remover of the West. I'm about to run out of energy. Hurry up, Magnemite, hurry! We gotta eat food. Imagine I run out of energy when I'm, like, mid-air. That'd be so funny. Okay. 99 and 66. Not anymore. Oh wait, no. I need this volcanic ash so I can map out more roads. I'm using volcanic ash because it's, like, super easy to break. So just in case I can't use Magnemite to break something, I can use my regular old fisticuffs, and it's like a one hit, so it's quite easy. Let me fly back up. That's looking pretty nice, right? Yeah, I could, but then I'd have to pick up the blocks, and I don't want to lose any. If you use Magnemite, he puts it straight into your inventory. But that is how we're gonna build it, because it's much easier to build it that way. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. So it's easier to build it that way, like putting it right below you and going like this. Because you could just like hold down on one button and let it go. You know, it does look a little scary when you do that, but... Ooh, we went too high. But it's like once you break something, you have to collect it, and after a certain point, like it gets pretty close to the edge. And I don't want to lose any of it. But since we're like over the ground here, it's okay. This looks a little tall, but we're about to experiment. See if it is. There's also no fall damage, so if you do happen to fall like into the depths, you won't die. I just used the wrong thing. I just realized. What the? But yeah, you won't die, but if your stuff falls into the void, it is gone. So you have to be careful when building here specifically, because like, Bleak Beach, your stuff can fall into the water, but it'll be fine. Rocky Ridges, your stuff can, fall into magma and it's gone. So those are like the two cases, like falling out of the sky or falling into lava, your stuff will be gone. I was actually watching a YouTube video. I watched this YouTuber called Sid Mac, and she was building something in Skylands, and her chest fell all the way. Like her chest full of building supplies fell into the sky. A great way to get rid of trash? Yeah, definitely. There are quite a few ways that you could get rid of trash. My favorite is trading with it, like taking it to Poke Centers and using it as cash to trade with. I'm like, do you want a stack of volcanic ash and you give me that rare Poke Metal? And they fall for it every time. They just don't know. Oh, thank you for the raid! Oh my goodness, welcome in! Hi, raiders! Thanks for bringing your community over. It was kind of funny. I haven't heard a raid message with this text-to-speech yet, so it was kind of funny to listen to. Yeah, hello, welcome in. We're doing a little Pokopia. What game were you guys doing? Were y'all gaming? Were you chatting? Was it also Pokopia? What am I looking for? Magnemite. Yeah, welcome in, guys. Hello, everyone. I am Jittery Jane, the Basilisk VTuber. I stream video games quite rarely at the moment, just because I'm not having the best living situation. But when I do play, I play things like Fortnite, Overwatch, and Pokopia. Ooh, pretty wide range there in terms of genre. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. Played Repo, then Baldur's Gate, so absolutely not Pokemon related, but I love Pokemon anyway. Oh, thank you. Baldur's Gate would be fun. That'd be a fun thing to do on stream, I think, and let chat dictate my choices. There we go. I was like, why isn't he placing the block? Because he was on a different mode. But yeah, if you guys have to raid and run, that's totally cool. I'm fine with that. I'm a raid and runner myself. Just make sure you get something to drink, you know, relax. Streaming takes a bit of energy. A bit of social energy. Oh, I need to make more. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for bringing your community over. And take a good rest. Oh. My legs! Actually, we'll just fly up there. I have enough food that I'm comfortable with just using the Magnemite ability for whatever I need. But imagine if I didn't. Then I'd have to walk the long way. Oh, thank you, thank you. Take care. Thanks again for stopping in. I'm also only making like a few stacks of these at a time because I don't have the inventory space and I don't feel like cleaning out my inventory. Let's do 18 this time. Oh, thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. And oh, thank you for the follow. Were you from the raid? Welcome in. Thank you, Lost Gamer. I almost fell in the exact same place again. Brother. Oh, good gob. Good job checking in, Cobb. A lot of hard consonants in that sentence. I'm now watching Pokopia gameplay. Insane. Going from Baldur's Gate to Pokopia? Good job checking in. Thank you, thank you. I am in the middle of paving roads. You're literally watching paint dry, I think is the equivalent, but we are paving roads because I plan on moving all the road systems that are like fallen on the ground up into the sky and adding like really ugly support systems because I think it'd be cute to have like a country or like a rundown little like city area and then you look up and there's just like massive, I'm talking about Chicago, I think is what I'm talking about. Just like these massive roads above you. And then over there will be like the cyberpunk, and then we're gonna have a little solar punk over there, so you know, just creatively building. Unfortunately for everyone on Earth, I get the chance to put giant asphalt streets everywhere. Ooh, am I one off? No, I'm okay. My favorite thing about Pokopia at the moment has been the city planning. But I have seen people tweet that they, like, hate city planning. And they didn't know that this game would require city planning and they just wanted to be friends with Pokemon. But I mean, you could do that too. Your city can look ugly. No. You can have, like, a regular... You could just follow... They give you enough that you could just follow what they've put there. Like, they give you outlines of where you could put houses and things. You could just follow that, and you would never even need to city plan. Mm-hmm. Lots of options. I think I have enough to make my next tower. Yeah, I do. Ooh, actually, we are getting close to the end of stream, but I think I'm gonna finish this strip of asphalt first. I did it again. Well, now it's too low. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this, like, part of asphalt first, and then the next time I come back on stream, this should all be done, because I play this off of stream every day for a really long time. Every day. For hours on end. That, and I work on my spreadsheet, too, like a freak. What I'm trying to say is the reason I haven't been streaming is that this game has consumed my life and I have no free will anymore. Another thing that this is gonna sound crazy, but I kind of don't like that Pokopia uses real game time or like real life time for the game. Because there's that Pokemon down there. I think his name is like do I know his name? No, I don't think I do. But there's a Pokemon down there, and he's saying that it's nice and dark. And that's because every time I log on to Pokopia, it is dark. And I was talking to Cobb about this. I was like, do you think there are, like, salarymen who bought a Switch and they work all day long and they only have a few hours off at night and they spend their time playing Pokopia? So they just have their game set to a different time zone so it's always day when they want to log on? Like, is that not genius? I'm sure there are people out there doing it. Like, maybe there's, like, a college student or something who can only play at night somewhere in the world. And they're like, I'm sick of it being dark all the time. I'm just gonna set my in-game time to be 12 hours in the past or something like that. And then whenever they play, it's, like, always day. I feel like for me, that's what I should do. There have been times where I've like changed the date and time to like allow myself to fast forward a build if I want to. I would do it. Yeah, I'm kind of like sick of playing at night. It's helpful to play at night because you can see like if your lighting is good and you could talk to Pokemon who are usually asleep during the day and that kind of stuff. But also in that like same vein, it's like I want to look at the sun. I miss the sun. I want to be free. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. So I think next time, if I stream around the same time, I'm gonna force my game to be daytime. I don't know how often I'll do Pokopia streams. I like Pokopia a lot, and I would love to just play it every time I come on to stream. But I feel like I want my other hobbies or my other games to be like balanced. Like, I do want to do a Fortnite stream, even though I'm kind of mad at Fortnite right now for firing 1,000 employees unjustifiably, and breaking the game so it's, like, no longer playable. But I do like playing Fortnite, and I would like to stream some Fortnite sometime soon. I don't know if I'll ever stream Overwatch again. Overwatch kind of broke my heart, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was, like, the biggest Overwatch head for, like, the longest time. And then they like switched up on me, and that was painful. But I think I can make like 3 stacks this time because I'm worried about like making too much and then not having the room for it in my inventory, but I think we could do 3 because I just looked and it looked like we had 3. Oh, no, I'm running low on mats. Ooh. That's not good. What happened with Overwatch now? They switched from Overwatch 2 to Overwatch 1, and they added a bunch of characters, and they pretty much, like... There were criticisms about Overwatch not including a variety of black characters because they pretty much exclusively make these days characters who have darker skin tones, but will purposefully say that they're not Black or African American or African. And that was like kind of a point of contention for a lot of players. But kind of in response to that, this is sort of the social media manager's fault, because they pretty much were on Twitter saying that they do not care. And I know in some ways that is like relatable for gamers. Like gamers don't really, you know, we all come here to experience something different than the world that we live in. We all come here to like have a nice time, enjoy ourselves, not necessarily be burdened down with like the expectations of everyday life. But in part of that, a lot of us Overwatch players get to enjoy our time in Overwatch because we have characters that we can relate to and characters that we like. And that's not to say that someone with a darker skin tone can't enjoy Overwatch, but there are a large majority of players who are Black and would like Black characters in Overwatch. And so I feel for them, I really do. Because I have a paler skin tone. I'm always represented in every video game. So to see the social media manager choose to do like rage bait content when it comes to players who want to have the same good time as the rest of us kind of breaks my heart a little. And that's not the only thing. That was like the start of like this very long thing. Like when they switched back to Overwatch and they changed like the layout of the game, it looked so messy. There was like this huge black bar at the top of the game that said "Play now" or something like that, and I was like, just give them something like Luna Snow and they'll forget everything else. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It was weird that they were like doing this kind of like rage bait content, because I feel like they could have just answered honestly like, yes, there's one character on the way or something, you know? But then they like changed the UI too, and I was like, oh, this is difficult to play through. Like the UI was really bad. So there were like quite a number of problems, but I was just disappointed in the biggest one, like their response to people. And then also like Mercy got another mythic, and I'm so happy for the Mercy fans, but also at the same time like, brother, ew. What do you mean you're going on Twitter telling people to be like, I don't know, I guess toxic positivity, and I don't really like toxic positivity. Like that mentality that you have to be kind to everybody, and then at the same time you yourself are like mean, like a mean girl. It's like, ugh. It's always Mercy. It is always Mercy. Oh no, that stuff is stuck up there. Hold up. We gotta make a staircase. Eh. But yeah, and then, oh my gosh, recently I saw on Twitter that Overwatch made another Ana mythic, but they made her young. It's like, why? Where's my grandma? Who is this young lady? Where's my grandma? But yeah, I don't know. I feel discouraged to play Overwatch. I think they would need to do a little bit more PR before I feel comfortable getting back in the game, you know? I feel like I need a reason to care about Overwatch. And at the moment, I just don't care. In that way, like, to log on and play. I don't have that passion for it at the moment. Hold on, we're taking a gondola. Don't mind the gondola. Came to look at these roads because I'm a little confused. See, in like this area where it's like the train tracks and there's like the road above it and it's kind of like held up by this concrete. It kind of gives Chicago, I'm not gonna lie, but this is what I want everywhere. Not necessarily these blocks, because I think there might be some more interesting blocks that we can use. But I might do these in a mix of like the neon ones. Like these ones. They're so bright. I'm going blind. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's any other games that I'd want to stream. There are some games that Cobb bought me, like Far Cry, I think, that we're gonna try playing. I do also have BioShock Infinite and Red Dead Redemption that I plan on playing. But I don't know when I'm gonna get to those because I kind of want the more like story-based games, like the ones where we're gonna have to be paying attention to story and I'm not talking to chat as much and there's not that much going on screen. I want those ones to be when I'm in a better house situation, because I don't want any interruptions. Like, I don't want to ruin anyone's experience of, like, watching me experience these older games firsthand for the first time. Because I have seen videos of those games. Like, I have seen bits and pieces of playthroughs, but it's been so long because they're older games, you know? Like, I haven't watched a BioShock video in, like, 10 years. So I think when I play BioShock, it's gonna be like a new experience for me, despite having previous knowledge of the game. And I don't want to ruin that experience for anybody, you know? Like, I want it to be nice. I want my setup to be clean. I want my VTuber model to function properly. Like, it's gonna be beautiful. So we're gonna have to wait on those. Those will be for a while, I think. I'm sitting on a gold mine of games, you guys. Ugh. And here I am, wiping my tears with a Ditto. That's a joke from earlier in the stream. I shouldn't say inside jokes that, like, I'll only get. Putting that in my back pocket. Eleganto. I'm slowing down a little bit because I think we're gonna be ending stream shortly. Is there anything that you guys want to see? Like, any environments or any Pokemon? If I have the Pokemon, I can show you them. Like, we could go talk to them. I have the main starters. I have a lot of these. Actually, I'm missing Charmeleon, I just realized. I don't even have a hint for Charmeleon, so I don't know when Charmeleon's coming. If you're a Charmeleon fan, I am sorry. But we do have Pidgeotty, Oddish. You can kind of see that I don't have a lot. There are 300 Pokemon in this game, from what I've heard. And I only have 144 visible. Like, registered, I guess. So that's not a lot. That's I'm kind of slacking. I've completed the main story quests, so for someone who's completed the main story quests to only have this number of Pokemon, I feel like I'm slacking. There's not that much to the story, to be fair. It's kind of like is analog the word I'm looking for? Not sequential. Someone Google a synonym for an antonym for not sequential. But yeah, the story, you could like play it in different ways if you play the game differently. That's one thing that I wanted to do with you guys. Oh my gosh, I just reminded myself of it. I want to do a playthrough of Pokopia from the start. So like outside of this gameplay, because this gameplay is kind of like my creative world. I do want to play a playthrough of just the story, mainly the start of the game. Because I feel like the start of the game gives you the context to like understand the game a little bit. And so I think it would be nice to just play through that and like have a VOD of that for people who like might not be familiar with Pokopia. Or like who haven't really had any interest in the game, but upon seeing me play it, might want to know a little bit of the context behind like what I'm doing. So I think that's something that I'll probably do one of these days. Also, look at how small this Pokemon is, you guys. What the... His name's Dreepy. He's so small. Oh, he's angry. Oh. Oh. I don't know what they're arguing about. Hmm. He literally looks like my little eyeball drawing. My eyeball emote. That is him. He's in this game. The eyeball is in this game. I am Duskull sized and you're Dreepy sized? No. I don't think so. I think you're more like Dreepy and I'm like Professor Tangrowth. Yeah, what's up? I call it my super awesome and cool quiz game. Let's do it. This will be the last thing that we do. When will my next stream be? No one asked, but good question. I don't know. Whenever I can. My house situation is weird. What's Swallowboo's favorite flavor? Sweet. Yeah, I know my Pokemon. I guessed. I don't know Swallowboo's favorite flavor. Thank you for the mushrooms. Let's play together sometime. Sure. An ad break. I just got here, you guys. Oh. I just got to the end of my stream. Let me end. It's always right when I'm about to end that I get an ad break. I'm livid. I guess I'll go shopping while I'm waiting. Worst time to ad breaks. They happen every time I'm gonna end, and I don't know what to do about it. It's literally every other stream. I'm just buying some recipes. It's like Twitch knows, yeah. They're holding me hostage. They want me to go longer. It's like my voice is giving out on me. I'm tired. This could be nice. A lot of things for builds, like the little concrete borders, I've seen people use in really like creative and unconventional ways. So I do tend to lean towards more recipes that are like these kinds of like little build things as opposed to furniture. Especially in the perma shop, because this is the perma shop and then up here is like the daily shop. And so I usually just like buy perma shop things first before I buy daily things. This is cute. I might put it in the baby's house. The starter babies. No, I just want... Thank you. Oh, Bulbasaur, we could do jump rope while we wait. Dreepy smells really good. Bulbasaur, stop smelling people. Starter babies? Bulbasaur, Pichu. Pichu is not a starter baby, but I'm putting Pichu in the starter baby house. Because I think it's kind of cute to have Pichu with like Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Oh, wait. No, my high score is 50. Believe me, chat, believe me. Welcome back. I have to get 51 to get the trophy, and I haven't been able to get 51 yet. Let's do one more. One more. Run it back. Run it back. It's cute that they all come and watch. Yeah, the higher that you get, the more Pokemon come over to watch. I can't get it. I use the audio cue, and I think a lot of people use like the visual cue. Performance anxiety. No, I haven't been able to pass 50 at all. It sucks. I want 51 because if I get 51, I get the limited time trophy. One more time. One more time. I can't. Ugh. I don't know, chat. I use the audio, like when it goes, that's when I jump. Like when it hits the ground, it makes a certain, so it goes like, and then it goes, and the is when I jump. And it works out, but then when the Pokemon start clapping and stuff, I can't hear, and then I get, it messes me up. But yeah, I'm gonna get 51 before the week's over. Bulbasaur is doing this for 7 days. This is the 3rd day. I'm getting 71. 51. I'm getting that 51. No matter what! Oh yeah, this Pokemon right here, he's like the evolved form of Dreepy, and he has a Dreepy on his head, and then there's a bigger one of like these two, and he has 2 Dreepies, so there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 Dreepies. I'm super excited for when that happens. What's going on in this conversation? I'm like blocking my own face. Hold on, let me put my camera down. Okay. Of the mouse family? Oh yeah, Mousehold. I don't know if Mousehold is in the game, but there is a garden ornament. They call it the garden ornament. And it's like this little carved metal log that has like text on it, and then the Mousehold family sitting on it. I use it as like a house plaque. Kind of like to say who's living there kind of thing. I usually put them like somewhere around the house. What's a good... There's like a... Yeah, there's a good bye emote. Okay. I am going to be hopping off of stream because my voice is getting tired. And it's been a really, really long time since I've streamed. It's easily been like 3 or 4 months since I've last streamed. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me and coming to this stream. Thank you guys for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I do hope to stream more in the future. Oh, hi, Memory! Hello! Yeah, I do want to stream more, get back into streaming. It's just, it's kind of tough. Going from, like, recovering from multiple surgeries, to then living in a house situation that isn't ideal for streaming, kind of makes it hard to click that start stream button. So I do hope to stream more, and I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. Okay, Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day if you're just starting your day. And if you're headed to bed, I hope you sleep well. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Make sure to eat some good food, drink some water, and we are going to raid into somebody because we have more than 5 people, and that's when I raid. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. See you guys. Oh, we can raid into Sweet. Sweet's doing Tomodachi Life. Okay, everyone say hi to Sweet for me. They're Australian. They're really fun and exciting and colorful. And they probably have more gimmicks than me, so you can chill in there or just like hang out with them. You know, they got a lot of stuff going on. I really like their streams. Okay, bye guys. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Good night. See y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.